Good evening. We're continuing John Thompson's Modern Course for the Piano, and this is lesson number 3. The little tune is called Runaway River. It's the third tune in the book. This evening I'm going to play it through with both hands once first, and I'm going to play the right hand by itself and the left hand by itself, and you can carefully watch. Afterwards, we will discuss the piece, and then if you want to, you can go back to the beginning of the video and watch my hands again. So let's get started on Runaway River. Okay, let's do just the right hand slowly. Okay, let's look at the left hand. All right. Okay, now let's look at Runaway River on the book. And the first thing I'd like to remind you is that we are in the C major hand position that we enjoyed in the first two songs. So refer you back to this page. There are no surprises. Put your right hand, your right thumb on the middle C, and put your left pinky on the C below middle C, and line your hand up. We will only be playing the C, D, E, F, and G on that right hand, and we will only be playing the C, D, E, F, and G on the left hand. So no big surprises. Just follow that pattern. Okay, speaking of patterns, just like the second song that we learned, patterns, this one has a musical pattern too, and they want you to look for that pattern. And they talk about it up here, starting E, D, C. So we just step down from E to D to C. And after this small little musical phrase, then we go up to the F, and we go down F, E, D. And then after that little part of the phrase, we go up to the G, and then we go down to the F and the E. So you can see we play 3 notes in a step-down position, and then we go up 1 note higher from this measure, and then we go up 1 note even higher. The pattern changes a little bit in the fact that we're not doing quarter notes. We are doing dotted half notes here for 3 beats to each measure. We're going to talk about a tie in this song. At the very end, we have a tie. A tie is when you take 2 notes and you tie them together to make 1 note. So when you get to that very last note in the song, you have 3 beats in this measure and 3 beats in this measure. You're holding that 1 note for 6 beats. That's not 2 notes. That's not 2 C's. That's 1 C. And you'll see that in the end of the tune. We have a dotted half note, which is a new note value. A dotted half note gives you 3 beats. A dot increases a note's value by half of its original value. You'll see some dotted quarters later on. You'll even see some dotted eighths even further on in your musical studies. We are in 3/4 timing. What that means is our quarter note is going to be 1 beat, but we're having 3 notes to the measure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's your dotted half. 1, 2, 3. And another dotted half. 1, 2, 3. Down below here, they talk about rhythm and accents and 3/4 time signature, and they mention that in 3/4 time, typically that first note is given just a little bit more of an accent or an emphasis than the 2 notes that follow it. This one is a very, very gentle accent. You don't want to overdo it, but I'll try to bring that out a little bit in my playing. Okay, let's go over the right hand one more time. I'm going to count it out, and I want you to follow along either with the score or my hands, whichever way suits you. I want you to pay attention to how I go E, D, C, and then in this next part of the phrase, I just step up 1 to F, E, D, and then to the G, F, E. And then we go all the way down. This is very easy. You're going from G to F to E to D to C here. You're just going straight down that hand position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very slowly. Then you're going up 1 step to the D. And then we're repeating the pattern again. This time, instead of having the dotted halves, we have the G, F, and the E all quarter notes. So let me do that real slowly with my hand again. E, D, C, F, E, D, G, F, E, D, C, D. Repeat the pattern again. F, E, D, G, F, E, D, E, F, E, D, C. I know you'll have that just fine. Okay, let's look at that left hand. Our left hand starts with our pinky on the C, and we're going C, D, E, D. Then we go back down to our C, and we just do a straight step up all the way to the G. C, D, E, F, G. And then we go down to the F, and then we step down to the E, and we step down to the D, and then we step down to the C, and then we step up to the D, and we step up to the E, and we step up to the F, we step up to the G. Then we step up, down to the F, G, F, E. We skip up to the G. We skip down to the E, and then we skip down to a C. So when you're looking at that left hand, a lot of it's quite easy because you're just going from C to G, stepping up, and then you're going right back down to C. And then you're going right back up to G. And then you end with just F, G, F, E, G, E, C. Let me do that hand quite slowly again. Okay, here we have the step up. And now we're stepping down. Now we're going back up. F, G, F, E, G, E, C. And there you have Runaway River in a nutshell. If you're having any problems, just feel free to watch the video again, and I thank you for your time. Happy playing.